Chosen one, the three names of those who stole your blessings for 10 years will be revealed before this night ends. 4 words of power wait that shatter every curse. Do not close your eyes. You've waited too long. The clock showed 11:58 p.m. when it hit, a knowing that flooded every cell, a certainty heavier than his body could contain. Not a voice from outside, a voice from within. His hands trembled violently. 2 minutes. In exactly 2 minutes, everything changes forever. He stood frozen, breath shallow, pulse hammering. 10 years of closed doors, broken relationships, vanished opportunities. They weren't random. Heaven had orchestrated this exact moment. The pain, the betrayals he'd sensed but couldn't prove. All preparation. And remember, 4 words of power await you. Words so potent they cannot be spoken until you know exactly who worked against you. Stay with me. 11:59. The air thickened, charged. His spirit recognized before his mind could process. Job interview 5 years ago. Perfect. Until someone made a call. Relationship destroyed overnight when she turned cold. Grandmother's inheritance that somehow landed in his brother's account. His brother. The thought sliced clean through him. They'd been close once. Shared birthdays. Inside jokes. Brotherly trust. But success flowed to one while opportunities withered for the other. His brother's smile stayed bright, while his face learned disappointment's weight. Phone buzzed once. Email. Subject: the wait is over. Unknown sender. His thumb hovered, shaking. The knowing spoke. Open it. The attachment downloaded. A legal document. His brother's signature next to the date his grandmother died. Forged power of attorney transferring inheritance rights from his name to his brother's. Midnight struck. Phone rang. Unknown number. Hello? His voice sounded foreign. Are you the one who was searched for? A woman's voice. Older, certain. Who is this? My name doesn't matter yet. What matters is I've looked for you 10 years. Heaven told me where to find you tonight. 10 years. The message flooding his consciousness at 11:58 had whispered about a search. Hearing it confirmed made it real. Terrifying. Exhilarating. My grandmother, he whispered. Yes. Her voice softened. She knew what your brother planned. Knew about the woman using you. Knew about the colleague stealing your ideas. She made preparations. Legal. Financial. But needed time. Time she ran out of. But before I tell you everything, you need to understand the context. Because what I'm about to reveal next will not just shock you. It will rewrite your entire understanding of the last decade. The person who searched for you for 10 years is coming into focus. But first, you must understand the conspiracy that made the search necessary. His hands shook so badly he dropped the phone. It clattered against the floor. The forged document still glowed on his screen. Proof. Tangible proof that his suspicions weren't paranoia. That he'd been systematically destroyed by family. Your grandmother knew her son raised 2 boys but created one monster. The woman continued when he recovered the phone. Your brother learned early to smile while plotting, to embrace while calculating. When you were 22, you aced a major job interview. Board offered you the position on the spot. Then nothing. He remembered. The humiliation burned still. Perfect interview. Verbal offer. Then weeks of silence. Application vanished from their system. Your brother called them, she said flatly. Told them you had a drug problem. Fired for theft. Fake references. Delivered with such convincing concern they erased your file to avoid liability. Rage exploded. Hot. Molten. Consuming. His brother had done that. deliberately destroyed his future with calculated lies. He wanted to drive across town now, pound on the door, demand answers. But beneath rage burned something colder. Clarity. "That was just the first time," she said. "Your grandmother noticed the pattern 3 years before she died, hired investigators, built a case, changed her will to protect you, punish him, made sure you'd receive not just your share, but his too. But he hadn't. His brother had. Through forged documents, his grandmother's death made impossible to challenge. Or so he'd thought. You're wondering about the 4 words of power. They're coming. But there's something else first. Something about the person who helped your brother forge those documents. Someone you trusted even more than him. Someone whose betrayal will hurt worse than anything you've learned so far. She. The pronoun landed like stone. His sister-in-law. The thought came unbidden but certain. Sweet, compassionate sister-in-law who'd held his hand at the funeral, offered her home when he needed one, introduced him to employers that never called back. Your brother's girlfriend at the time, the woman confirmed. Now his wife. She sat beside you at the will reading, suggested he contest certain aspects, knew someone who could produce necessary documentation, convinced you to sign routine forms that were actually waivers of your rights. The room spun. Every act of kindness had been positioning, every hug strategy. He'd confided his struggles while she gathered intelligence. They didn't need you to wrong them, she said. Your existence was offense enough. Your goodness showed them what they lacked. Your potential was prophecy of their mediocrity. Proverbs 26:24 burned in his mind. Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they harbor deceit. He'd read it thinking of strangers, not family, not the woman who'd asked about his day while counting ways to destroy him. Halfway through this journey toward the 3 names and 4 words of power, the enemy wants you to stop listening right here. He knows what's coming. He knows that if you hear the complete truth and speak those words, something will shift in the spirit realm that he cannot undo. Don't give him that victory. His phone buzzed again. Text from brother. "Hey man, been thinking about you. Want lunch? Miss you." The timing was too perfect. Months without contact. Now this. Exactly when truth closed in. Manipulation. He ignored it. Defiance hardened inside him. Whatever game they'd played, it was unraveling. "Keep talking," he said. "I'm not going anywhere." He fasted through the morning. By noon, the phone rang. "Yesterday was foundation," the woman said. "Today is structure. Let's talk about Rebecca." His breath caught. Rebecca. Green eyes. Devastating smile. The one who'd said she loved him, then vanished with a text. "Need space to find myself." 7 years replaying that breakup, searching for where he'd failed her. "Your brother paid her $20,000 to leave," she said flatly. The words didn't compute. 20,000. Rebecca bought off. His brother weaponizing love itself. She was drowning in debt, the woman continued. Art school loans, sick mother. Your brother approached carefully, said he was worried about you, becoming unstable, obsessive, dangerous, offered money as compensation for emotional labor, made her feel noble for protecting you both. His hands trembled so violently he dropped the phone. Rebecca hadn't left because he was inadequate. She'd been purchased. Her final text, a script written with blood money. She loved you, the woman said. That's the tragedy. But love costs when debt collectors call. Your brother weaponized her desperation, turned something sacred into transaction. Place your hand over your heart right now. Feel it beating faster. That's recognition. Your spirit confirming what your mind resists. We're 4 revelations deep, approaching complete exposure of all 3 names and 4 words of power that break every chain. He pressed his palm to his chest. Rapid percussion, the gesture absurd on a park bench, but it grounded him, made betrayal physical. "There's worse," she said. "Your brother documented everything. Payment records, signed agreement, recorded conversations, not for protection, for blackmail. If Rebecca's conscience stirred, he'd destroy her marriage, career, reputation. He's held her hostage 7 years. Bile rose. His brother hadn't just bought Rebecca's departure. He'd ensured permanent silence through terror. Destroyed not just a relationship, but a woman's freedom. "I found her 6 months ago," the woman said. "Showed her your grandmother's documentation. Money came from your inheritance. She was victim and accomplice, paid with what was stolen from you. She shattered, gave me everything, texts, emails, bank records, testimony for court, ready to tell her husband, consequences be damned. She wants you to know the love was real," the woman added softly. "The leaving was coercion." Tears burned. 7 years believing himself unlovable, now learning the brokenness wasn't his. "I know you're exhausted by betrayal. I know you want this finished. The 3 names and 4 words of power are your key to final freedom. Stay with me. We're halfway. 3 years ago, startup job offer. Perfect fit. Leadership role. Equity. Then silence. Another vanished opportunity. Your brother called them," she said. "But his sabotage saved you. Ponzi scheme. SEC shut them down 18 months ago. Founders fled with millions. Criminal charges. Prison. You'd be ruined now. The overseas position 2 years ago. Money laundering for cartels. Raided 6 months after he applied. Mass arrests. His brother's interference kept him from federal time. Every door he slammed shut," she said. "God marked closed first. Your grandmother's prayers created a hedge of protection. Angels repelled attacks your enemies thought successful. They fought warriors they couldn't see. 4 years ago, Denver apartment. Ready to move. Fresh start. Then, inexplicable wrongness. Unpacked. Stayed. Felt like cowardice. Your sister-in-law arranged it," the woman said. "Contacted a predator in Denver. History of violence against women, hidden behind charm. She sent your photo, interests, vulnerabilities. He was supposed to befriend, then destroy, financially, emotionally, physically. Ice filled his veins, seconds from encountering evil incarnate. That wrongness, Holy Spirit. Obedience disguised as weakness. That tightness in your chest loosening. That's chains breaking. Every closed door saved your life. Every disappointment averted disaster. The enemy wanted you cursed. Truth. You were ferociously protected." He breathed deeply. Constriction he'd carried years lifted. Not all danger past. Brother and wife still threats. But he wasn't alone. Never had been. Phone buzzed. Brother again. "Everything okay?" Usually respond faster. Faux concern masking panic. He ignored it. Strategic silence now his weapon. "Your grandmother operated in spiritual realms most never touch," the woman continued. "Single mother in poverty after your grandfather died. Prayer her weapon. 40 years fighting battles you couldn't see. Her final hours, she called me at 2 a.m. Battle intensifying. Angels ready. Every tear he cried collected in heaven's bottles. His suffering tips the scales. 2 revelations remain before climax. Most dangerous moment. Enemy knows if you speak the 4 words, he loses authority forever. He's throwing everything at you now. Don't yield when victory's seconds away. Notification pinged. Package delivered. Doorbell rang twice. Stopped. Interference. Perfect timing. He stayed focused. Now the curses, she said. Real ones. Spiritual words spoken over you. Your brother, drunk after your scholarship announcement. May everything he touches turn to dust. Every door slam shut. May he taste failure till he begs for death. The scholarship, full ride. Summer before classes, program defunded. Doors wide open, then sealed. Exactly 12 years ago. Curse expires midnight, she said. 12-year cycle. His authority limited. No legal or spiritual right over you. Chains dissolve tonight, but unforgiveness carries them forward. The trap crystallized. Perfect information, legal victories, restored wealth, still imprisoned carrying hatred. Curse self-imposed. Phone buzzed third time. Brother, we need to talk. Something's happening. IRS asking questions about grandmother's estate. Panic breaking through. No more casual texts. He smiled grimly. Let him scramble. Tomorrow noon. Final revelation. Complete picture. 4 words. Activation. The line went dead. 10 hours until midnight. 10 hours until he spoke words breaking decade-long chains. 10 hours preparing for life unimagined but promised. He fasted, prayed. Noon struck. Phone rang. Today you receive everything, the woman said. The names first. Doorbell rang. Delivery truck outside. She sensed distraction. Don't answer. Interference. We're at culmination. 3 betrayers exposed, 4 words transmitted. Most dangerous moment. Enemy knows if you speak those words, he loses authority forever. Stay focused. Victory seconds away. First name, your brother. Full legal name. She spoke slowly. He wrote. Dates of sabotage. Money stolen. False statements to employers. Bribes paid. Forged documents. Witnesses waiting. 3 pages of indictment. No denial possible. Second name, his wife. Not accomplice. Architect. Changed names twice before your brother. Michigan dropout scamming roommate's family. Texas, boyfriend's partner. Pattern refined. Your brother thought he partnered with her. She's his latest mark. His sister-in-law. Professional predator. Every casserole, every hug. Weapon positioning. Studying weaknesses while he believed she cared. 4 previous victims found, she said. 1 lost business. 1 lost marriage. Custody. 1 attempted suicide. 4th recovering. They're building cases. When yours begins, theirs activate. She's facing consequences from all directions. Third name hurts most. Never suspected. Played concerned friend perfectly. His mind raced. Marcus? Already mentioned. Who else? Your cousin. Sarah. Bomb detonated. Sarah. Sweet. Artistic. Always broke Sarah, who'd cried at the funeral. Introduced him to Rebecca. For making the introduction and silence. 5,000 each. Sarah sold him. Delivered him to slaughter for 10,000. Comforted him post-breakup, knowing she'd engineered his pain. She's in gambling debt, the woman said. Borrowed from dangerous people. Your brother's money went to bookies. Feeds him information. Runs interference. Concerned cousin. Your spy. You've received the 3 names. Feel that heaviness lifting. Truth confirmed every instinct. Now you know. Now you see clearly. 3 people loved or trusted. 3 smiling while stabbing. Comprehensive. Surgical. Devastating. Within 48 hours exposure, she said. Not your hand. Heavens. Your brother. IRS audit. Random. Finds discrepancies. Leads to investigations. Uncovers forgery. Business frozen. Assets seized. Reputation destroyed. Sister-in-law. Previous victim hires investigators. FBI involved. Federal charges. Brother turns on her for leniency. Partnership devours itself. Sarah. Family confronts. Aunt suspicious. She confesses under pressure. Ostracized. Debt and guilt. No support. Coordinated. Not chaos. Justice requiring divine timing. He hadn't planned revenge. Heaven executed it. Phone buzzed. Brother. IRS freezing accounts. Sarah saying things. Need your help. Panic replacing manipulation. You do nothing, she said. Legal processes unfold. Silence your weapon. By exposure time, you'll be too busy building new life to watch their fall. Truest revenge. Not witnessing suffering. Being too blessed to care. Romans 12:19. Vengeance is mine. Not prohibition. Promise. Burden lifted. Now the curses, she said. Spiritual words spoken over you. 12 years ago, drunk after your scholarship. Everything he touches turns to dust. Every door slams shut. Failure till he begs death. Scholarship vanished summer before classes. Exactly 12 years ago. Curse expires midnight. 12-year cycle. His authority limited. Chains dissolve. Unforgiveness would carry them forward. Perfect information couldn't save him carrying hatred. Your grandmother's letter, she said. Papers rustled. My dearest boy, you've survived fire I knew was coming. Walked valley I prayed you through. Proud you're human when bitterness easier. Inheritance isn't money. Freedom. Freedom to become without survival crushing potential. Love without fear. Risk without terror. When you have children, teach trust worth more than cynicism. Light grows stronger every truth chosen over lies. Won't see what you become, only regret. But watching, cheering, always meant for great things. Enemy knew. That's why attacks vicious. Failed. Will continue failing. Light darkness cannot extinguish. Go. Live. Be free. Grandmother. Tears streamed. She'd known. Seen attacks coming. Prepared him through fire she couldn't prevent. One revelation before the words. The person searching 10 years. Who and why. Climax where everything connects. Stay. Your grandmother's business partner, Margaret. No children. Mentored youth. Funded scholarships. Wealthy. Your grandmother dying. Watch him from distance. Right time, step in with resources. Margaret hired the investigator. Funded 10-year search. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. coffee shop. 3 things. Senior consultant job, 200K plus. Network access. Grandmother's childhood house. Paid, furnished, his. She's watched, the woman said. Wanted to intervene. Grandmother's rule. Wait until refined. Tomorrow you receive concrete restoration. Paper and pen ready. 4 words of power. Midnight exactly. Spoken with authority. Not magic. Declarations unlocking heavenly doors. First, I claim divine timing. Perfect timing, not convenient. Releases what if torment. Second, I receive double restoration. Job 42:10. Double, not replacement. Third, I release all betrayers. Breaks hate chains binding you to them. Fourth, I open divine doors. Permission for orchestrated meetings, opportunities. Fifth word, bonus for enduring. I bless my enemies. Nuclear, Matthew 5:44. Blessing breaks final chains, elevates beyond their reach. He wrote shaking. Bless enemies? Insane. Impossible. But Romans 12:19. Heaven handled vengeance. His job, complete freedom. Midnight. Speak all 5. Sleep. Tomorrow meet Margaret. New life concrete. Transformation irreversible. Line dead. 10 hours to midnight. 10 hours to break decade chains. Brother texted, please call. Something happening. IRS questions. Sarah, so sorry. Please forgive. Wife, calculated. Misunderstanding. Meet calmly. He felt sadness, not triumph. Wasted lives. corrupted relationships. Words at midnight working already. I release all betrayers. Midnight. Candle lit. Paper ready. Clock struck. Stood. Spoke clearly. I claim divine timing. I receive double restoration. I release all betrayers. I open divine doors. I bless my enemies. Warmth exploded. Chest outward. Liquid light through limbs. Something snapped. Chains broke. Bonds dissolved. Tears came. Release. Relief. Resurrection. He stood minutes, letting transformation complete. Lighter. Clearer. Himself again after years. Chosen not for specialness, for surviving assigned refining. Slept perfectly. Woke transformed. Ready for Margaret. Ready for concrete new life. Ready. Coffee shop. 2 p.m. sharp. Margaret entered. Silver bob. Designer glasses. Posture of authority. Found him instantly. Sat. You have her eyes. First words. Your grandmother. She'd be proud. No small talk. Folder on table. 3 things. Senior consultant, my firm. 200K start. Bonuses double it. Crisis restructuring. We need your resilience. 200,000. From scraping rent to security. Unreal. Second. Network. 40 years building. Investors, mentors, full access. You'll earn it. Third. Key slid across table. Brass. Heavy. 2847 Maple. Your grandmother's childhood home. Paid. Furnished. Yours. Everything prayed for 10 years lands now. Job. House. Network. Double restoration concrete. Enemies falling simultaneously while you receive inheritance. Phone buzzed. Rebecca. Told lawyers everything. Love was real. Leaving was coercion. Sorry doesn't fix it. Margaret nodded. First domino. Brother. IRS freezing accounts. Sarah confessing. Need your help now. Panic raw. No manipulation left. Sister-in-law. Misunderstanding. Meet calmly before escalation. Calculated to end. Sarah. So sorry. Please forgive. Broken. He set phone face down. Margaret smiled approval. Silence is weapon now. Contracts out. Read carefully. Generous. Fair. Signed. Movers pack your apartment. Weekend move in. Monday 9 a.m. staff meeting. Tonight 7 p.m. My home. Monthly mentor gathering. You're invited. He nodded. Community. After years isolation. People wanting his success. Jennifer pulled him aside at dinner. Abuse Survivors Foundation. We've all been through hells. Different fires. Same refining. You're not alone. Margaret toasted. Chosen ones who survive. Grandmothers whose prayers outlive them. Resurrection. Brother texted again. They're taking everything. Please. Desperation complete. He felt sadness. Wasted lives. Corrupted bonds. Words from midnight working. First night. Grandmother's house. Windows his. Kitchen smelled of history. Porch overlooked neighborhood where he belonged. Margaret texted. Monday 9 a.m. First project Tuesday. Won't let her down. Couldn't if tried. Enjoy weekend. Rest, celebrate. Change world Monday. Morning sun stream different. Brighter. Welcoming. 2 minutes complete. War behind. Future ahead. Not afraid.